Hello, hello, hello. Okay. How are you all? I'm good. Today I'm feeling like I'm making another Mega Man tier list, and I did the classic series, and I couldn't find a tier list template that was just the X games, so I found one that was all Mega Man games, and now I just have them like this. I'm gonna quickly format the list the same way as I did with the best of the best, and then we'll have great tier, and then we'll have good, decent, and I might delete a tier if I need to, but well, we can add decent if we need to. I might not need to. Good, meh, bad, and then we have actually bad. And we will add and delete tiers as needed, but I think this will set us off good for now. First off, Mega Man X, easy, best of the best. Yeah, Mega Man X, honestly, they got it best the first time. Like, set the template for the series that they should all follow. It has perfect, like, the most memorable Mavericks stages. I mean, the only fault, really, with Mega Man X is that they don't give you the dash from the start. So, like, because a lot of the stages, although technically possible, are really extremely difficult without the dash that you get with the leg upgrade. And so, you really have to choose Chill Penguin first, which limits your options a lot. But, I mean, other than that, it's just a perfect X game. It's like the weapons, every one of them are useful. That's a common problem with a lot of the X games. The weapons typically aren't as useful as they are in the classic series, at least. Making sure my mic's there. Sorry about that. Maverick's weaknesses are, for the most part, logical. Like Armored Armadillo, they gave him like Spark, and that's kind of weird. But like other than that, it's okay. But I guess they had to give him something. Anyway, Mega Man X, a Sigma stage is all good. Perfect. Mega Man X2 can go in great tier. Mega Man X2, to be fair, I kind of have a lot of nitpicks with this game. This game is still great. But like, and again, I can be a little more harsh on the story because these are a little bit more story-focused games rather than the classic series. But like, Zero coming back, like, and just the way they did it was a little weird. Like, the X Hunters could have had a lot more build-up. Like, who are they? I don't even know. Their design's a little bit weird. I know the short one is Dr. Wily or something like that, but weapons and Mavericks aren't quite up to par with Mega Man X, I'd say. Level design is probably a little bit better, and they do give you the dash from the start. So I can't make this I can't put this like below great tier. It's not quite as good as Mega Man X, but I mean, it's kind of hard to follow up on with Mega Man X. This is kind of like a Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10 situation right here. Now, where is it? Where's X3? Oh, there it is. X3, on the other hand, this is a divisive one. This is, I see a lot of people hating on X3, but X3 is actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. Screw it. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to make this one red. We'll make this one. We'll make this one triple S tier. And we will make it pink. Because pink is real man's color. And we'll put X3 where it belongs. X3. Best armor. Best stages for the most part. Yeah, all the stages. Like, honestly, like, they're all good. Mavericks, for the most part, like 7 out of 10 Mavericks. Mavericks aren't as good as X, but like that's kind of just a first game bias. Like everyone knows the first game, but you know, X3 though, super cool collectibles. The item game is great. Like honestly, just the headgear on this little head armor on itself makes the like. Why doesn't every armor have it? It's like the ability to see what you're missing in the stages and where is so useful. It makes it like I never don't 100% Mega Man X3 because it's so simple and easy to just go back to the stage and get all the armor and stuff. Bosses are great. There are a few like Blizzard Buffalo and Tunnel Rhino, but other than that, like they have kind of weird AI. But other than that, it's so good. The weapons are all good. They aren't like perfect, but they're all at least like 6 out of 10. Vile coming back was really cool. Yeah, and you could play Zero for the first time. Perfect game, not perfect, but like 9.5 out of 10. X3. And next we have X4, which I am playing currently. You should check that out. And we can put this one, I'd say, at the top of great tier. Yeah, it's not quite as good as X. I just, personally, this is kind of a thing. Oh yeah, subjective, same rules apply as last tier list. Subjective, my opinion, how fun the games are. There, get that out of the way. X4, I just like the physics of the SNES games, the Super Nintendo trilogy better. Like the PS1, they did really great. And X4 is by far the best at PS1 games. That's for certain. Like the armor was really good. The best charge shot in the entire series. Oh yeah, it has a better charge than the X3 if you really want to get technical. That's one thing it has over X3. X3 is the worst charge shot, but that's a small thing. You can fully play Zero. X3 introduced it, but now Zero has his own campaign, so it's really playing as him. Boss fight. This X4 is the best bosses in the whole series. I'll give it that. You know what? I'll move it up to the best of the best there. The stages are kind of easy. Like you can kind of blast through them, but like it's all worth it when you get to the bosses. They're all so fun. It's like just perfect bosses. They're what all Mega Man X bosses should try to be. Here, I'll sum it up like this: the perfect X game has X3's items, Mega Man X's level of iconicness and stages, and X4's bosses. That's the perfect X game right there. Oh, and X4's, I guess, playability is Zero, and Axel. Axel's not bad, but like the games he's in are. We'll get to that in just a second. I think we're gonna be having to delete some tiers here, but we'll get to that because I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of them belong in the good tier. You know what? Let's just yeah, because oof, it only goes downhill from here, unfortunately. The X series is such a sad series. Like you have all these 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 games, and then it just went all down. Okay, now I'll finally get to it. X5, bad. Maybe not bad. Meh. I'll put it. This isn't meh though. It's like fine. I'll keep it as meh. It's like the only really improvement over X4 it made was the ability to crouch. Honestly, because it's kind of sad. X5 is the start of the armors with the stupid armors where you have to collect all 4 pieces and they're all weird spots, and the armors themselves aren't even good. The Gaia armor and Falcon armor are 2 of the worst armors in the entire series. If you really want to play X5, just stay with the 4th armor. Pick X and stay with the 4th armor the entire time. I've been playing the improvement project for the X5. It's a patch you can put on your X5 ROM. It makes it so much better. So much better, man. X5 is unfortunate. I can see what they were going for, and then I mean the fight at the end, like the Mavericks are mid. They're like 5 out of 10. The weapons are terrible. X5 was the start. X4 a little bit had kind of problems with the weapons, but X5 was the start of the actually bad weapons. Like I never use them. I just use the X-Buster. I used Crescent Grizzlies, the one where only the charge version of it. I use that sometimes, and that's about it. Sigma stages are bad. Honestly, they're just kind of bad. They're like straight lines with spikes, and then they have a weird boss at the end. Yeah, it's a mega. must be okay. There simply must be something wrong with my headset because this is the second time it has died on me. I'm gonna need to be getting a new one of these because it's getting annoying. Anyway, X5, as I was saying, X5 is decent. Or meh. It's like X4 but worse. Sorry. X6 actually bad. It's X6 is the worst. I can't. The sad part is I can't say that has the worst level design because this thing exists. This godforsaken game, but X6 terrible level design, like long sprawling, nightmare spamming levels, fake difficulty rampant. The bosses are either way too easy or way too hard, and there's no fourth armor. You're stuck with a falcon armor, and then the blade armor. The blade armor's okay. The shadow armor is like 4 out of 10. This game is just not good. It's not good. Like check out like any review of this game and you will see why. Same with this thing. This thing deserves a tier of its own below and make it black. Nope, no, that's not what I meant to do. Put that there. New, make it black, and then do that. And I'm gonna title it. I'm gonna title it. What's the title this? Title it Godforsaken. Not Godforsaken. Godforsaken, because that's what it is. Oh my gosh, you can't see it through the black. Okay. Gray. There. Oh my goodness. There. Close enough. Godforsaken. X7. Don't get me started. The 3D is all bad. You can skip over all the enemies. All the stages are terrible. All the weapons are terrible. All the boss fights are terrible. Even the 2D is like mid at best. You don't even get X until halfway through the game if you've saved enough of the stupid people. Zero is terrible. They nerfed him so hard. It's so sluggish and slow, and you can't play as him, really. Like, Axel's the only choice for the first half of the game. And he's a bratty, spoiled brat. And he acts like he won in this game. They fixed him a little bit in X8. And his whole thing, the transformation is terrible. It's so bad. And the bosses are all terrible. And it's like unfairly hard in some places. And level design, like the stupid onions level is so bad. It's so terrible. I don't even love. It's so bad. This is a legit like 1 out of 10 game. Like it's only fun if you make fun of it while you're playing it. It really if you for some stupid reason want to play this game, get a friend and play it with them so you can make fun of it with them. That's the only way this game is enjoyable. Like it's so bad. It's so bad. It's terrible. It's terrible. Watch a review on it if you need further detail. Anyway, X8, the last one, and this is going to be a little bit of an unpopular opinion. This is kind of funny. Some people have where I put X3 and where I put X8 switched. Like X8, its levels are bad. Its bosses are bad. It has good physics. I'll give it that. It has good physics and all 3 playable characters and a good shop. But other than that, the weapons are weird. The items are terrible. Like, why couldn't they have a helmet like they did in X3? It's like there's so many items per level that and they're all in weird places and they're all like so like obscure. It's like you can't ever 100% it without a guide. No one's ever 100% this game without a YouTube video. No one ever has. Anyone who has spent an unhealthy amount of time playing this game. But yeah, so that's terrible. Armor is okay. I'll give it that. I'll give it armor. But like the bosses are bad. The weapons are bad. The level design is bad. It has physics and armor going for it. That's not enough to make a good game, unfortunately. People love X. I'll say this. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. People love X8 only because it was better than X7 and X6 to a lesser degree. But just because it's better than X7 and X6 does not make it a good game. This is a 4 out of 10 game. Do not be mistaken. X5, I'll give a 5. Okay, for scaling, this is a 1. This is a 3. This is a 4. This is a 5. honestly, it's kind of sinful to put X3 only one tier above X5, but there's no 6 or 7 out of 10 games in the X series, unfortunately. It goes straight from X5, which is 5 out of 10, to X3, which is 8, and then these two, which are 9s, and this one, which is a 9.5. But yeah. And then you have the extreme games, which are kind of harmless. Like, I'll put them in. You know what? I'll make a good tier for these two. Finally, we have a game that's that's not either so good it's amazing or so terrible it's amazing. But you know what? I'll make a like last time. I'll make a extreme, and I'll put both of them in here. They're kind of harmless. They're good little Game Boy games. They're fun. I played them on my 3DS. They're fun. Extreme 2 is better. Sorry, I'm gonna center this. I'm gonna retitle this one good. No, I'll keep it as extreme because I can't in the Extreme 2 is better, but I can't for the life of me dare to put Extreme 2 and X2 in the same tier. That'd be pushing it a little bit. Yeah, Extreme 2 is better. Extreme is still good. This is like 6 out of 10. This is 7 out of 10. They're great for Game Boy games. Their level design is fine. Extreme 2 has a really cool item shop, and it's really nice, and I like it. You should check these two out, actually. Like, these are two games I can actually recommend. They aren't masterpieces, but they're, like, really cool if you like these. So, honestly, if you want my opinion, play these and these. Okay, so play these four. Basically, buy the X Legacy Collection, play all the games in there, play these two on the 3DS Legacy Collection or something like that, or not Legacy Collection, Virtual Console, if you really like these four, but don't even touch the second Legacy Collection, because that is really just a lot of stuff that you, like, I bought it just so I could play the X5 through X8 games. In hindsight, I would still have bought it, but like, I would have only buy it or get it or choose an emulator. But if you're gonna buy it, if you're gonna be a good boy and buy it knowing you will be mostly. I can see you enjoying X5, but for the rest of them, buy them knowing that you will be making fun of them, and that's the only way you will get enjoyment out of it. Like, the most enjoyment you will get out of X7 is kind of reaching into the so bad it's good territory. So I could see you getting some enjoyment out of that. But like, X6 and X8 are just painful. It's like they're not fun. They're not so bad that it's so bad it's good territory, but they're not good enough to be fun. So it's like, don't play those two, that's for sure. Play X7 if you want to make fun of a game. Play X5, I guess, if you really want to see what it's like. Like, if you play X5 if you want to get if you want to see the beginning of the end. There. Play X5, make this one that, and then make this one that. There. Play X5 if you want to see the beginning of the end. It's an okay game. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But other than that, stick to Extreme Tier and above, because those are actually good and really great games. But just below that, the X series is a sad series, really. But yeah, this has been my tier list. I'm Hank the Tank Gaming. If you want to see me playing some of these games, then check out my YouTube channel, where I already haven't uploaded a full Let's Play of Mega Man X, and I'm working on an X4 one as we speak. I will probably get to X3 and X2 eventually. I don't know about the extreme games, maybe one day. But other than that, thank you for watching. It is deeply appreciated, and I hope you have a great day. And if you disagree or agree or have any opinions on me ranking X3 too high or X8 too low or anything in between, tell me all of the things I got wrong in the comments so I can get a slight algorithm boost. And most importantly, thank you for watching, and you have a great day. And I'll see you later.